Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. We are live at Brooklyn College, where the Bearcats of Baruch will try and knock off John Jay. I'm Zach Weiss. He's Derek Sutherland. Derek, that first game saw Baruch shutting out Hunter 4-0. Not sure any of us had that on our bingo card, but now if they could beat John Jay twice, look at their first title in over 10 years.
That's right, Zach. Baruch got a very key start from their ace, Carly Quint, who went 7 shutout innings. And really she got in trouble a few times, but was able to get key ground balls, and she was the difference in the game. They need some more offense, I think, to keep up with John Jay, because John Jay has an absolutely elite offense with the best batting average in Division III, hitting a team average of 388.
Yeah, Malia Gillespie batting over 560. She leads Division III. Riley Sandell, always a threat. It's the best lineup in the nation. So how important will it be, DJ, for them to get off to that quick start and just get Baruch run off the field?
I think it's going to be incredibly clear. They got an absolute three-headed monster. And like you mentioned, they got Malia Gillespie, they got Riley Sandell, and their ace pitcher, and their cleanup batter, Jailene Santiago.
Yeah,
if they can shut them down, I think they might have a chance.
Yeah, we're going to have a lot more. This is going to be a fantastic game as we're getting ready. First pitch is just around the corner between John Jay and Baruch.
Good afternoon, ladies and
Introducing
gentlemen,
the starters now.
College for championship final number 1. Between the visiting Bearcats of Baruch
And as
College
we get ready to be pulling the starters out,
and the number 1 seed
this is going to be a fun one, Derek. I can't wait to see how this plays out. If Baruch can go all the way, win not only they won the first game, now they have to win 2 against the best scoring team in Division III. Almost 8 runs a game for John Jay this season.
Yeah, John Jay is an absolute juggernaut. They got hitters all throughout their lineup, led by their big 3. But I think if Baruch can get a very good start from Gallagher here, I think they might have a chance.
And Aaron Layton had a lot to say. We spoke last night about this game and talked a lot about how hard everybody's worked and what's gone well, you know, between Scholas and Tresh and Sandell and Gillespie, Jordan Prince. They won 25, they lost just 15. And for her, it would be special to win, not just for her, but for the SIDs, you know, for Kat Alves, the AD, for everybody. They do so much hard work. They do right by them always. So to win and get that title would not just be for the players, but for the entire John Jay Athletic Department.
And I absolutely love that from Coach Layton. It shows that she really appreciates the support staff, which is so important to the success. So much importance to the success of a team. Everybody generally just thinks about the coaches and the players, but it's all the people behind the scenes that you don't really think about that really play a key role.
And now for the top
And for both teams, the SIDs are here. And now getting the John Jay introductions.
Number 3, Elica Rodriguez.
Quite the team. For both of these programs, it's pretty small rosters. The bench is relatively small. And when you have that situation, you know, Derek, a lot of the batters are pitchers, a lot of the pitchers are batters, and you really get players that can do both. And I think it almost makes these two the most dangerous because of that.
I agree, and both of these teams got 2 of the best. You got Jailene Santiago, she has more than half of John Jay's home runs with 9 out of the team's 16. And we already saw Carly Quint. While unfortunately her hit streak ended, we know that she's their best offensive end player in the mound.
She does a lot. She does well in the circle. She bats well. Yeah, this John Jay team we mentioned, they bat .389. They are no slouch. And we can run through stats on John Jay all day, see where they rank in the NCAA. They got a lot of players near the top. Number 1 batting average in the nation. Number 2 in hits. They're number 5 in sacrifice bunts. They're fantastic with small ball. You know, there's just so much that they do well. Gillespie leads the country in batting average. Santiago is 12. Sandell is 26th, or 28th rather. Gillespie leads the nation in doubles. There's so much that they do.
And not only that, they don't strike out. Not just one player. Gillespie is amazing in her own right. She only strikes out 3% of the time. 4 strikeouts, 133 at bats. It's ridiculous. But the team as a whole only strikes out 11% of the time. The best major league hitters that don't known for not striking out don't do that.
Yeah, 1 out of every 9 at-bats, if you average out that 11% that they strike out. It does not happen much. As Jailene Santiago is the one in the circle. Didn't know if she was going to be playing this year. Came in Aaron Layton's office a few days before the season got started. And it is just morphed into something incredible. 3 days before, she walked in the office and said, hey, I just finished my undergrad at St. Thomas Aquinas, a Division II school. And came in and said, hey, you know, I'd like to coach. 2 years of eligibility, or, you know, we'll see. Maybe it'll work out. Can I play? They had some conversations, went to admissions, went to financial aid. We could have been a student assistant. She didn't know anything about Santiago. Nothing about Jailene Santiago. And then right before the semester starts, she walks in. She wins 20 games, over 200 strikeouts, an incredible batting average. And she is starting a game for John Jay that could give them their first title since 2000.
Talk about an underdog story. Like you said, wasn't even considered to be part of the team 3 days before the semester. And now she's become arguably one of their best contributors.
And obviously, if you're Baruch, you care nothing about that. You want to ruin that story. You want it to become back page news. You want it to go in the unprinted edition. They beat Hunter 4-0 in game 1, Derek. And if their bats can do just enough, maybe they can hold them off. This is the John Jay team. They play teams like Montclair State, Ramapo, who they lost to start the season, William Patterson. All those games prepared them to be where they are now, one of the best offenses in the country.
You're absolutely right, but as we do know, Baruch has beaten John Jay this year. They split their season series, so you can never count anybody out, especially in a winner-take-all series.
Yes, indeed. Megan Bell picked up 2 hits in game 1 into center field. It's down. Baruch's got the first on base. It drops in front of New Jersey native Kelly Fajardo. Megan Bell was caught stealing for the first time all year in that first game after going 7 for 7 coming in.
And Bell was very key today. She had 2 hits in the first game. She's on yet again. She's been hot this playoff.
She's been fantastic, so we'll see if they can move her up. There's a call at first strike to each umpire their own. Less pronounced strike calls in the game 2 home plate umpire. Baruch wins. We'll get Derek and I for a whole another 2 hours. Woohoo! Or, nonetheless, excited to see what we get in this one, Derek. And whether or not we're talking about it, we're talking about what didn't happen for Baruch. It's going to be a fun next couple of hours.
Yes, sir. Very much looking forward to it. First time I'm seeing John Jay, so after seeing the stats, I'm excited to see what they look like on the field.
Yeah, caught them throughout this year. A couple early ones, some tough opposition, but all these teams in the conference. Why did Hunter go 13-27? Because they played some incredible competition. A deep one to left. It's down. Bell can only get 1 base. But it's first and second with nobody out after it was slowed down by Jordan Prince, who will be batting leadoff. But 2 on and nobody out.
That was kind of a dangerous play by Prince. She did a good job to stop the ball, but she kind of reached on it to the side. It got past her glove. Baruch's running for days.
Yeah, Carly Quince is the batter. Lost an 11-game hitting streak in game 1. She's playing third. See what she's got. There's ball 1 from Santiago, a grad student. She's from Albany. The lone grad student on the roster. A lot of young players here for John Jay, including Gillespie. Riley Sandell. That's a wild pitch. Second and third, nobody out. Carly Quint, the batter. And the Bearcats are rearing those claws right away as they count at 1-1.
And we saw the kind of game Quint had in the first game. While she didn't have the game she wanted at the dish, she was outstanding in the circle, throwing 7 shutout innings. Looking to help her team out here now.
Right back to the pitcher. Santiago muffed it. The throw to first will be there. It's an RBI ground out for Carly Quint. Help it however you can. Santiago had held on to that. That's an out and no run. Tough, but it's 1-0. favor of Baruch.
And like you said, Zach, key was Baruch strike early, strike often. They got the early part out the way. Scoring a second run here would be big.
Bearcats, the number 2 seed in the CUNYAC. John Jay, the clear number 1. This is Petrunti batting, playing second. It's the exact same lineup for game 2. Into right, that's down. Another run is in. RBI single, Petrunti. Can't put too much into this tough start for John Jay, but for Baruch, they did not hit like this against the Hawks.
Oh, already with 3 hits in their first 4 batters.
It's a high-scoring team. Santiago has been great, but because of all the runs they score, you don't panic in the first. Just try and, get these outs, see where you go. Talking with Erin Layton, her keys to victory were pretty simple. She said, pitch well, field well, hit well. That helped us throughout the regular season. We have to do what we've done all year. It's cool to me how focused the team can be at times. This is pop that plate.
I mean, sometimes that's all you need. Keep it simple. Do what got you to the dance.
Now, you don't get here for nothing. There are 6 teams in the conference. Top 4 make the playoffs. Brooklyn is out. Hunter is out. These are the 2 top dogs. John Jay 1, Baruch 2. As that called strike puts it to 0-2. Here for a reason. Neither one of these teams have seen a title in the last 10 years. So it's going to be history regardless. Swing and a miss. That's the first time a Baruch batter has struck out. Of course, it's Santiago, a machine in that category.
Like you said earlier, over 200 strikeouts, 204 to be exact. Chalk up another one for Santiago, and she's going to need that strikeout power to get out of some jams.
Got a couple of no-hitters on the season. Some very impressive softball. A couple of those obviously in Mercy games, but 5 innings of no-hits. I think she had 3 no-hitters in the regular season. Looking at some strikeout numbers, 208, now 209. Picked up 67 hits. There's a swing and a miss.
And not only that, Santiago was an absolute workhorse, throwing over 160 innings this season.
Leading the staff, certainly the top pitcher in the conference. Arias holds up. There were no appeals in game 1. That's our first today. That's going to be a ball. Give Baruch credit. 3 hits out of their first 4 batters. Even if Arias goes down, they're making a great offense be a great offense. No resting on laurels. Swing and a miss. 2 Ks for the grad student phenom. And we're coming back with the bottom of the first. Bloodhounds coming up.
That hit in this inning was our 100th career hit. Congratulations, Danielle.
How easy is health insurance with Health First? Absolutely easy with our app. Can you search for a doctor? Absolutely. Can you access your member ID? Absolutely. Download our app today.
Hometown Ticketing makes it fast and easy to buy tickets on your school's website or in the new Hometown Fan app. It's simple. Just search for your school, buy your tickets, and they'll be right there in your account, ready to be scanned when you get to your event. Download the Hometown Fan app today.
Welcome back, folks. 2 runs on 2 hits for the Bearcats. In the first, let's say hello to Caroline Gallagher. She is the number 2 starter in the 2-headed Bearcat rotation. We're going to see what she's got in store for us in game 2. A bit of the higher ERA, but overall, she went 5-6, 5.71 ERA, 6 complete games. 61 innings, 33 Ks, only 14 walks, an average against of 354. No home runs, whereas Quint has allowed 3. See how this one gets started. But she's facing a heck of a lineup, so every out you can get is going to give you a sigh of relief. John Jay, solid 1-9.
Absolutely right, Zach. As we went over in the open, the 388 team batting average. Not one player, the entire team is 388. And opponents are hitting 354 against Gallagher. She's going to want to rain that down today.
And when you're playing the show and put the game on rookie, you might not even bat 389 as a team because eventually you just want to get on with it. This John Jay team, so many wins by mercy. When you consider just how many hits they had, and obviously they're getting mercies, getting the hits, but to consider how many shorter games they had as a result to lead the nation, top 5 in just so many categories.
Yeah, second in D3 in hits with 438. They were 5th in runs per game with 7.7, and they had a 119 run differential. That's not normal.
That is not normal. Jordan Prince is our first up. Count at 1-1. She batted 346 this season. Some great moments once again. Slaps it foul. Just missed going inside the dugout. Baruch switching to the near side dugout as they are the lower seed for this contest. John Jay on the left. Talk about how little they strike out. Prince 15 times and 130 at-bats. 1 and 2 from Gallagher to Prince. Ball left by the slap hitter. And the thing about John Jay, they try and steal a lot. 73 times, 60 success. They do very well with sacrifice hits as well. Over 18 on the year.
Prince is a key cog in there. She's 16 for 20. 80% of her stolen base attempts.
As soon as she gets on, she's a threat. Roll to short. She's got speed, but not that much.
Nice play at short. Get the very speedy Jordan Prince.
You can get quick outs. It'll do a lot of justice for you. It was Megan Bell making the fire.
Number 16.
Here comes Gillespie. 77 out of 135. Brought in 43. On-base percentage, 610. 61% of the time she comes up, she gets on. Those are video game numbers.
I don't think you could even do that in video games.
No, if we were playing the video game version of CUNY Softball 2K23, I think we'd probably bat 570 with her. Deep to right.
Oh, that's overhead.
And it's in play. This could be a 3-bagger. She's on her way to third.
This could be 4.
Oh, she's headed home. There's the throw to the plate.
Not in time. She gets around the tag.
In the park home run. That is championship level for Gillespie. Woo.
Inside the park home run.
What can this woman do?
House on the board. 2-1 Bears.
That odometer ain't getting empty on National Odometer Day. She's testing the arms in the outfield, and she's coming around all the way.
And she passed that test. That was a really good throw from right field, deep in right field. And she was able to get around the tag.
And full pun intended, she passed with flying colors. 2-1 game, bottom of the first. As we say hello to Angelina Scholas. Not as flashy as some of the others, but a solid 331 average. She's brought in 22 runs on the season, gets on base just under 40% of the time.
The crazy thing is she's hitting 331 and she's towards the bottom of the team.
That's when you know. They only have 3 under 200. To third, on the first, 2 down. Other than the home run, good glove work from Baruch. If you limit your errors, giving up extra base run, it's going to go a long way for you.
That's going to be key, especially against a team as hot as this.
So 2 down. Here's a replay of the toss first. This is Santiago. She is batting .504, 9 home runs. I mean, you're good enough to play 4 years of Division II. You come down to D3 on a very good conference. You bat over 500, 9 homers. Sandell at 10 last year. Just kind of giving way to Santiago as the power hitter. This is a deep one to center, but not quite far enough. And the Bloodhounds are retired. They do get it inside the park home run, everybody's favorite type. True lovers of the game. 1 innings in the book. At 2, the second, it is Baruch 2. John Jay wanted to see in the replay of just how fast she was. Stop. Keep going. Not getting her out.
So, Trey Turner at slide.
20.
How easy is health insurance with Health First? Absolutely easy with our app. Can you search for a doctor? Absolutely. Can you access your member ID? Absolutely. Download our app today.
Hometown Ticketing makes it fast and easy to buy tickets on your school's website or in the new Hometown Fan app. It's simple. Just search for your school, buy your tickets, and they'll be right there in your account, ready to be scanned when you get to your event. Download the Hometown Fan app today.
And Derek Sutherland with you. This is game 2 of possibly 3 if Baruch wins. You get another if John Jay wins. It is the day of the Bloodhounds. Of course, November 9th has already been dubbed as National Bloodhound Day when the men and women's soccer team won their first title ever on the same day, back-to-back. Hoping that softball can capture some magic. They were the runner-up in 89, 99, and 22. So when they got to the final last year, first time in 22 years, these players were not even born yet. Perhaps
we weren't that old either.
No, man, we were still learning how to speak in complete sentences. And there's strike 3. It's 3 Ks in a row for Santiago, who's found her groove, sending Campanelli back to the dugout as Osich will try and break the strikeout drought.
Santiago, as you said, starting to roll. 3 straight Ks. That one looking on the outside edge. Luckily for Baruch, they're up right now, but they're going to have to hope they can hold them down.
Fastball, strike 1. Now the yeah, thinking about heads will roll. How about strikeouts will roll? 3 straight, ahead 0-1. Santiago's got to hit the lyrics. Start writing about these strikeouts. That one's
whose line is it anyway? I think Baruch heard that because Baruch started.
Into left, over the shoulder of the 5'11" Riley Sandell. Make it 5'10". And 1 on, 1 out for Baruch. So the pitcher, Caroline Gallagher, will get the chance to bat.
So this is just hitting them where they ain't. Finds a hole in no man's land. No women's land, I guess, here.
If you can get it between short and left, that's the perfect spot for those blue pits. But look at Gallagher, second-year player. Team was runner-up of the 2022 ECAC D3 Championship last year. She had some very solid individual performances. There's a ball. Majoring in communications, graphic design, also in the sports information department. Wants to be a social media coordinator in the fashion industry. Certainly always going to be a need for that. There's ball 2.
Fashion game always evolving, and it evolves with social media. Let's stay on the trends.
And what do we think about the pinstripes for both teams here, Derek? What are your thoughts on
Honestly, I'm a fan of both of these uniforms. I love the navy and light blue, kind of reminiscent of my old high school, Archbishop Malloy. Got the same color scheme going on for Baruch, and honestly, getting a little bit of a Rockies feel from John Jay here.
I feel that, yeah. The home whites, the 1-2 is a roller, ball 2.
Good block behind the plate.
Favorite saying for Gallagher is, loving me is like chewing pearls. Don't quite understand that.
I don't know if that's a compliment.
And there's 1. Can they get 2? Oh, yeah!
What a pick at first base.
Double play turned by John Jay. That is how you hold Baruch at bay. Hey! 1.5 in the books. Baruch 2. John Jay 1 from Brooklyn.
How easy is health insurance with Health First? Absolutely easy with our app. Can you search for a doctor? Absolutely. Can you access your member ID? Absolutely. Download our app today.
Hometown Ticketing makes it fast and easy to buy tickets on your school's website or in the new Hometown Fan app. It's simple. Just search for your school, buy your tickets, and they'll be right there in your account, ready to be scanned when you get to your event. Download the Hometown Fan app today.
Half of the second. Bottom half of the second. Double play, close things out in the first. So Riley Sandell, 10 home runs last year, down to 2. Native of Deer Park, Texas. Driven in 43 runs this year.
And Riley has been as refreshing as some Deer Park water for her team. She's top 3 in most offensive categories for the team.
49 average, 13 doubles, 44 RBIs, excuse me. Even stole a couple bases, gets on base 54% of the time.
And she was key yesterday. 4 for 5, a double, a walk, 4 ribbies, 4 runs, and a stolen base.
So when you ask the question, what can't she do? The answer is obviously nothing. She does it all.
You can say that for quite a few people here today.
This is a great lineup. We talk about it throughout, but for Baruch and Gallagher, as there's a ball, to keep in mind that she and Quinn are really the only 2 primary pitchers. Adamas started 1 game. Catone has 18 innings of work. She's not a regular. She did pitch against John Jay on May 4th. But not someone that we expect to really come out. So you have to expect Gallagher, as that is caught at second. A dart stopped by Petrunti.
And Petrunti actually, with her RBI single in the first, picked up her 100th career hit.
Joining the Century Club. Congrats to her. And of course, for a lot of the student athletes now that have been playing a couple years, you didn't get a 2021 season. You lost the majority of 2020. So to be able to play long enough to accumulate accolades for those that aren't starting out probably means a little extra, because you didn't know when your next game was going to happen. And for John Jay to get to the championship last year, no one played in 21. 20 was cut short. Some teams hadn't even started their season yet because they didn't travel. Now they get a chance their second year to build on an incredible comeback last year.
And not to mention, there was some rough weather here in New York, as that one's blue foul down the right field line. There was a lot of rough weather here in New York during the season, so a lot of games got postponed or even cut.
Yes, you lose rhythm, you lose reps. But for both of these teams, and you talk about Baruch, and it's really something to harp on. It's been a while since they came out on top of the CUNYAC. 2 championships in a pretty quick span for them. They won in 2010, they won in 2012. This is their first time in the final since 2011. To short, long throw will beat Fajardo to the bag. 2 down.
Nice strong throw there from shortstop, and a nice stretch at first base. Good job all around.
Now batting number 5, Kayla Sowers.
Here comes Kayla Sowers, native of West Islip. Head men's volleyball coach in his first year for both the men and women. Austin Voges, an Islip native. Nice little LIRR ride to get into the city from there. There's a ball. Fajardo's batting .363. Sowers, among the lowest on the team at .237, sends that one foul. He's driven in 10 runs, on base .313, hasn't attempted a steal. So if anything, maybe what you'd call the weakest link in an incredible lineup. .237, really not horrible for a bottom of the order hitter, but for John Jay and where everyone else ranks, just a bit lower. Someone has to have the lowest, unfortunately, even in a great lineup.
Very true. I mean, 230 serve is not really what you're looking for, but like you said, bottom of the order, you can take a 230 hitter.
It's dropped, and not quite fast enough. Nice call over there at first base. That's the oomph we're looking for on this Friday.
Big recovery from Quint there at third base. Bobbled it, still made an excellent throw to first to get her girl at the first base. We're still 2-1.
2 innings in the books. More to come.
How easy is health insurance with Health First? Absolutely easy with our app. Can you search for a doctor? Absolutely. Can you access your member ID? Absolutely. Download our app today.
Hometown Ticketing makes it fast and easy to buy tickets on your school's website or in the new Hometown Fan app. It's simple. Just search for your school, buy your tickets, and they'll be right there in your account, ready to be scanned when you get to your event. Download the Hometown Fan app today.
All right, folks, he's Derek Sutherland. I'm Zach Weiss. This is the third inning of the 2023 CUNYAC Softball Championship from host site, Brooklyn College. Jailene Santiago is the pitcher. Throws a first pitch strike to the leadoff hitter. This is Megan Bell. 2 hits in game 1. Got on base to start an impressive first inning for the Bearcats here in game 2.
Scored the first run of the game as well.
Here comes the 1-1. Into center. She stays in the infield, and Riley Sandell said, ain't no thing. 1 down.
Really impressive range from the 5'10 Sandell, going pretty much almost into right center to make that play from the shortstop position.
She wants to get her 2K rating up, that catch. She wants to get those fielding numbers up from a 98.5 to a 99. Solid with the glove. With 1 down, this is Catone, likely to be a CUNYAC All-Star, perhaps a second-teamer. John Jay definitely going to take home a lot of the awards. Could easily see Gillespie with her insane average, getting her not only as a CUNYAC All-Star, but
sounds like All-American numbers to me.
All-American numbers, certainly, arguably the National Player of the Year, although you might go to a bigger program that had a better regular season record, because that will be something of a mark on it. This will be popped out. Where's that thud coming? Oh, it goes over our heads. We're all kind of ducking, waiting for the sound.
I think Zach's the most worried about it.
I saw A.J. O'Hagan on stats. He was ducking. He was getting his duck ready.
Oh, leave A.J.
He was cowering. I'm cowering with him here.
Oh, don't call it A.J. He's a good guy.
A.J.'s the man. A.J.'s the man.
We focused on you.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Won't be calling him out. See, there's A.J. See him near the end, rocking the polo. Next to our PA man, Greg Cohen. That is a deep one into left, but playable. 2 down. Catch made. A bit deeper initially. No wins, but it does stay in the yard.
Santiago is starting to trade those strikeouts for flyouts. All works all the same.
And other than the such hit, she's been perfect since allowing the second run to come across. Obviously, the in-the-park home run from Gillespie. Moment of the day. Nutmegged her catcher and the home plate umpire. Ball 1.
Here's the big battle of the day. Santiago versus Quint, the 2 powerhouses of their respective teams.
Quint RBI ground out in her first at-bat. This time, jammed in there. Fouls it toward the bullpen. Better than 390 average, sub 2.5 earned run average, 15 complete games, added another shutout to the resume. Hunter won it all last year. They're not even here this time after dropping game 1. And give credit to John Jay taking care of business. They mercied Brooklyn and they mercied Hunter, so the Hawks over their last 2 playoff games combined for 1 run. And credit Baruch, losing 5-0 to them yesterday, doing the reverse today with a 4-0 victory.
And like I stated earlier, Carly Quint, a very important part to that reversal of fortunes, have a complete game shutout.
The 3-1. Quint's aboard. First time today getting on base. So at 2 down, she's on. Let's say hello to Petrunti. Her last at-bat produced career hit number 100. She gets one more. She's ready to teach her intro course at 101.
Somebody's on their game today.
Nickelodeon's ready for Petrunti 101 to come up on that on that T-Nick rebirth. You know that.
That might be we might just age ourselves for some of the audience here.
Quality television is quality television. Popped up, foul ground, and it's off the top of the Baruch dugout. There's that thud sound. There's the first real thud on a foul today.
That foul pops and Fada heading for the hills, as we would say.
Yes, and our first real onomatopoeia that we get. Finally. It only took, what, 9.5 innings? 9 2/3 innings?
And it didn't even come from you.
No, just wait. The 0-2. Long run. Sandel's got it. So we are through 2.5. Baruch holding on to a 2-1 lead over John Jay. Top of the order coming up for the Bloodhounds.
1 left on base. Bearcats still lead.
How easy is health insurance with Health First? Absolutely easy with our app. Can you search for a doctor? Absolutely. Can you access your member ID? Absolutely. Download our app today.
Hometown Ticketing makes it fast and easy to buy tickets on your school's website or in the new Hometown Fan app. It's simple. Just search for your school, buy your tickets, and they'll be right there in your account, ready to be scanned when you get to your event. Download the Hometown Fan app today.
You make all the moves. You can take any year starting at 1900 and manage that team.
Sounds like out of the park.
But you have all your prospects.
I'll give you something, make you shake it, shake it. You better get yourself ready, 'cause I'm about to do my thing. Oh, hey, hey. I see them from the back, now we're dancing on the house lights. Oh, hey, hey.
Our moment.
Turning on the dime, now we're stepping on the up.
Bottom of the third. Bottom of the order. Opposite day. No one told me. Sydney Bankston is coming up to start in the 7th. Native of Lansing, Kansas. Fantastic with the glove. She tries to get the team going in the 3rd.
Go with the glove. Trying to be good with the bat here to try and start a rattling.
Bankston is the number 8 hitter in the lineup. And they will have Tresh on deck. Gallagher checks the wristband. Comes the 0-1. Bankston into center. This could be trouble. And she's aboard to start things out in the 3rd.
Yeah, good job from the center fielder Fada to stop that ball from rolling all the way to the wall. We could have very well had our second inside the park home run if that got past them.
Yeah, that's coming into the game. Certainly don't expect to see that. Bankston picks up her 16th hit of the season, came in batting .263. Here is Tresh. That should be fair. It is. Bankston got a bit of a late jump. Tresh will go to 2nd. Bankston will go to 3rd. Here come those Bloodhounds.
Just like that, 2nd and 3rd, nobody out from the bottom of the order with that very dangerous top of the order due up soon. Just a great piece of hitting to take it the other way and drop it down the right field line.
And here is that top, Jordan Prince. 0 for 1 with a ground out so far. Mackenzie Tresh batting a shade under 400. I'll move a little closer to that. And you can get that from the 9 spot. Man, watch out. Here comes Prince for the second time against Gallagher. First pitch strike. And talking with Charles Martinez, had to have the hypothetical conversation if they got here. Well, how would they beat John Jay? You have to limit their at-bats. So far, they've done that. In trouble now. It's a good 1-9 lineup. Santiago's outstanding. They did get the win over them 2 weeks ago, and Baruch, for them, definitely gives them confidence to take John Jay down, as that is foul towards the dugout. He said whether it's a big hit or playing the small ball game, we have to do a good job of making timely plays and some runs on. You're going to need to build a cushion and hope that Gallagher can get it done. And if she can't, if she struggles, you may have to go back to Quinn.
A lot earlier than you'd expect, but you're absolutely right about building a cushion against a team like this who's scored multiple runs in 5 of the 8 innings coming into this game.
2 mercies in the playoffs. We're talking about 3 and 4 in the conference getting destroyed by number 1. 9-1, 11-0, and that's the best they have to offer. They took them apart. So 1-2 count meanwhile. Prince tries to get them on the board. There's the pitch from Gallagher. It gets away.
Good job to keep it in front. Don't want to have the game tied on a wild pitch or a pass ball.
No, especially with Gillespie. You have Santiago coming up shortly. You have Sandell still to come. You put her in the number 5 spot. Really makes you dangerous as you get toward the heart of that lineup. There's no easy out in the Bloodhounds unit today. The 2-2 to Prince is another foul.
Prince putting together a really strong at-bat, making Gallagher throw a lot of pitches.
And she only threw 22 coming into this at-bat. She's made quick work. No walks for any Bloodhound hitters.
Hadn't faced any real danger outside of the home run.
Yeah, and she just took off on that. Gillespie is on deck. Looking forward to seeing that at-bat. But Prince putting in the work this time. 2-2 is the count. See if Gallagher tries to get her to chase and goes outside this time to avoid yet another foul. 2-2, hammered to left. Foul.
Now where Gallagher wanted that pitch. That was center cut, and Prince crushed it just a bit early on it.
Yeah, lucky that they have foul line situations like that. Battle of the pinstripes every at-bat. This is the best one yet. Gallagher checks the wristband. Here comes the 2-2 to Prince. Long at-bat in the making. Popped up, foul ground, first base, out. Smart to run it in just in case. Don't allow Bankston the opportunity to tag.
Gallagher happy to win that battle because we see who's at the plate right now.
Number 16.
Yeah, it was a 7-pitch at-bat. Here is Malia Gillespie. The likely player of the year, certainly going to be an All-American, All-Region, probably an All-Northeast, something. There's not much she doesn't do out there.
You don't hit near 600 and not get rewarded.
First pitch, hammered foul.
Line drive makes Bankston hit the deck there.
So everyone's doing it. It's not just me back here. Why are we focusing on me? Other people are ducking when the ball comes, man.
You got it.
You gotta stay ready. Gillespie only with 3 hitless games this season, has multiple hits in 3 of her last 4 against Baruch, Brooklyn, and Hunter. Number of 4 hit games, some 4 RBI games. Already driven in 1 with the Parker. Into center, deep, caught at the warning track. It will get a run, and we are tied.
Gillespie coming through again, drives it plenty deep enough for an easy sac fly, and that moves the go-ahead run to third base.
Now batting number 18, Angelina.
You don't always need to do it with hits. The good news for Gillespie, too, it does not affect her average. She's now got 2 more RBIs on the day. And we're even. Here's Scholes, who's gone 0 for 1. Runner just 60 feet away over there at third from giving them the lead. That is Tresh. And it's a dropped ball 1.
Big block from behind the plate from Campanelli. Again, you don't want a go-ahead run to score on a wild pitch.
We saw Hunter not only change pitchers, but change catchers because of the same exact thing. A couple balls got away from Palumbo, who was the top catcher. She led the team in RBIs, but they couldn't keep her in defensive liability. They went to Ramirez instead. And there's another ball, 2-0.
And the battery change happened to work out for Hunter. They kept Baruch at bay, but their offense couldn't do anything. We see there the deep fly from Gillespie to bring in the tying run.
Always there when you need her.
Like a good neighbor, Malia is there.
You know, but those commercials, nowadays they stop it, but back then it's like, is there? In my closet. And then they go and they end up, you remember the old ones where they travel at the end of it? It's like,
Yes,
hey,
Zach
I
from
caught
State
you
Farm.
$1.
Yes, Zach from State Farm.
No, that's a little fun.
No khakis.
No
today.
khakis, man. This ain't khaki weather. What are you on about here? 3-1 count with 2 outs. No, that's Jake's got that on lock, man. Even if my name
for a few years.
But even if my name was Jake, you know, it's not. I wouldn't lean into that. It's already taken. I'd have to work it. I got to be Jake from another company. There's more than one Jake in the world, you know.
So you want to be Zach from Geico?
No, whatever happened to American Dragon Jake Long? You know, where are the other Jakes?
Stop
Jake DeGrom.
Stop aging us, please.
There's a lot of Jakes.
Stop aging us.
What other Jakes do we got? We got Jake Gyllenhaal. Great in that recent boxing movie.
Jake Locker?
No one remembers Jake Locker. No one remembers Jake Locker. Why was he picked so high? Well, actually, he stepped out for personal reasons. Hopefully he's well, but it was a brief career for him. They're still looking for the quarterback over there. It's 3-2. To short.
Roller is booted.
You don't want to do that. Charles Martinez harping on not making defensive mistakes. And John Jay has their first lead on Championship Friday.
And that's a tough play from your shortstop leader, Megan Bell. Just couldn't field it, and that brings in the go-ahead run against a very dangerous team with their best power hitter coming to the plate with 2 outs.
Yeah, this is Santiago. Not 1, not 2, not 3, but 9 home runs this year.
Easy there, LeBron.
Who?
Easy there, LeBron.
Who's that? He doesn't play softball.
Not 1, not 2, not 3. I didn't want you to go all the way to 9.
I got time. Might be making a change here. As we see that error again. That's just a tough one to drop. You got to make these types of plays.
And a really costly time, too.
Yeah, now you're allowing Santiago to come bat as a result. That was the first error for either team. She's got those 9 moonshots already, trying to join Sandell from last year, who hit 10. There's a called strike. So look for Scholas's base stealing numbers on the season. A quiet 1 for 2. Although Kayla Pilati was 0 for 1 regular season, did nab one today, which was her first of the year. The 0-1. Check swing ends up foul and out of play. 0-2.
Kind of a driven check swing from Santiago there. Not too many check swings look like that.
Well, Gallagher has a chance to get out of this one. Only being down 1, you'll still take that as a win against the lineup that averages almost 8 a game. Here comes the 0-2. Gallagher. Jailene up the middle. First and second, 2 outs. And here comes last year's M-Team MVP, and this year's another incredible hitter still, Riley Sandell.
And that was just a great piece of hitting from Santiago. As she got into a 2-strike hole and was able to drive it back up the middle, exactly what they teach you to do.
She batted better than 500 this year for a reason. Bloodhounds now got 4 hits on the day. Gallagher, 22 pitches in the first 2 innings, 18 in the third. There's a ball. Starting to lose track a bit.
And I think you go back to that 2-out error by Bell. Not that I want to keep harping on it, but pretty key right now because not only did John Jay take the lead, but it was with 2 outs and brought up the heart of their order. and now they're John Jay's putting a rally together.
Sandell. It's like this one is runner interference.
The ball hit the runner on the play by Rule.
That's just a unfortunate circumstance for John Jay because that was ripped up the middle. Probably would have brought her in, but unfortunately hit her on the way to third. And
How easy is health insurance with Health First? Absolutely easy with our app. Can you search for a doctor? Absolutely. Can you access your member ID? Absolutely. Download our app today.
Hometown Ticketing makes it fast and easy to buy tickets on your school's website or in the new Hometown Fan app. It's simple. Just search for your school, buy your tickets, and they'll be right there in your account, ready to be scanned when you get to your event. Download the Hometown Fan app today.
I'll give you something, make you shake it, shake it. You better get yourself ready, 'cause I'm about to do my thing. Oh, hey, hey. I've seen it from the van, now we're dancing on the house lights. Oh, hey, hey. I'm turning on the dime, now I'm flipping on the upside, upside, upside. I'm turning on the dime, now I'm flipping on the upside.
Welcome back, folks. We come in for the fourth inning. There was the last out. The ball hits the base runner. That ends it. Sholas knew. All they can do is smile about that. Fourth inning work for Jailene Santiago. First up here will be Mia Fada, the impressive first-year player. Baruch tries to regain the lead after being held scoreless for the last two and allowing the Bloodhounds to play two in the bottom half of the third. First pitch, fouled back, 0-1 to Fada. 0 for 1, she's one of 3 strikeout victims of Jailene. Just threw her 50th pitch. There's a ball.
And as you said, Santiago, 3 strikeouts on the day. Really bounced back after a slow start, giving up 2 quick runs. Only given up 4 hits. 3 of those came in the first inning, and only 1 walk today.
Yes, figuring things out. You knew you only gave up a couple in the first inning. You limit the damage. There's a bunt, third base line on the charge. The throw! Out of there!
Mama, there go that woman again.
Leah Gillespie.
Now batting for the Bearcats, number 13, Mila Arias.
Gillespie doing it at the dish and in the field. That's a really tough play at the hot corner, but she made it look easy.
There's not much that she's not able to do with the glove, with the bat. As this is Arias. She struck out her first time. Did pick up a few hits in game 1, including that ground roll double in left. Swing and a miss. Chasing one outside. It's quickly 0-2. Arias just gets a piece.
Santiago expanded that zone. Arias just barely able to touch that and foul it off.
Certainly lucky to just get a piece. So we'll get another chance on 0-2. Look for Jailene to bring the heat. 0-2. Popped up. Sandell. You know she got it. 2 down.
All of that 5'10" frame to make an outstanding Gold Glove caliber play. You mentioned not a whole lot of sparkling plays in the first game, but we've seen a couple already in this game.
Yeah, Riley Sandell first kind of coming across, making that grab near shallow center. Doing it within the infield here, laying out. 2 up, 2 down. Santiago locking in. 0-1 now to Bridget Campanelli. Struck out her first time up.
We know about that left side at the plate, as you see here, rushing in, making an incredible diving catch by the circle. We know what that left side can do at the plate, but they're showing you they got some gloves too.
A little bit of everything. You can limit those errors, will go a long way for you. John Jay, a very solid fielding team. Baruch certainly had their moments with the glove. We'll come back on 0-1.
Outside of a couple plays, it's been pretty solid defensive day all told.
Well, the mistakes in the first game certainly costing Hunter more than they could afford to give up, and in those last couple innings, they just couldn't get anything going. But give credit to Quint. She just did what she did all season. A tough showing yesterday. The game they won, they only scored 2. The game they lost, gave up 5, didn't exactly get blown out. But today, they handled their business. No swing there. She held up, so the inning's not done yet.
Capnelli wanted it, just barely able to hold back.
The 1-2. Just missed. 2-2 to number 22. Baruch scored 2 down.
Oh, little Deuce is wild there.
She's hoping to make it. Trace is wild, and she does. Strike 3. That is how we end the top of the 4th with the Bloodhounds taking a 1-run lead as they will come up from Brooklyn College.
No runs, no hits, no errors, none left on base. John Jay leads 3-2.
How easy is health insurance with Health First? Absolutely easy with our app. Can you search for a doctor? Absolutely. Can you access your member ID? Absolutely. Download our app today.
Hometown ticketing makes it fast and easy to buy tickets on your school's website or in the new Hometown Fan app. It's simple. Just search for your school, buy your tickets, and they'll be right there in your account, ready to be scanned when you get to your event. Download the Hometown Fan app today.
I'll give you something, make you shake it, shake it. You better get yourself ready, 'cause I'm about to do my thing. Oh, hey, hey. I've seen it from the ground, now I'm dancing on the half-lights. Oh, hey, hey. I'm turning on the dime, now I'm flipping on the upside, upside, upside.
Leading off the bottom of the 4th for the Bloodhounds, number 7, the center fielder, Kelly Fajardo.
Bottom of the 4th, Bloodhounds up a run. Kelly Fajardo from Parsippany, New Jersey is leading off for John Jay. 4th inning of work for Gallagher, who's thrown 42 pitches, 29 strikes.
6, 7, 8 due up. That was a key part of the lineup last time they scored.
Bullet to third, ready to make the play. There is the first out as it's Quint to Osich.
Quintessential play at third on that ball.
Yes, indeed it was. The
Number 5,
quintessential
Caleb
out to start the
Sowers.
quintessential 4th to keep the run difference at 1. Easier said than done. And it's going to be Sowers and then followed by Bankston.
Nice string of hits there you have for that rally.
First pitch swinging twice to short. Oh, look at that. Nice
Stretch and the tag at first.
double whammy. Osich making the play. So 2 pitches and 2 outs. Of course, the immaculate inning is 9 pitches, 9 strikes, 3 Ks. But a 3-pitch inning, very nice for a pitcher's count, especially in such a close game.
I would almost call it Trey Bien.
Wee wee. Get that third one if they can get the third pitch for the third out. There it is to Bankston. Ah, she let it go. Wisely. Would not have been a good one to swing at.
I think that one might have come from up top from the coach.
Yeah, good signal. Aaron Layton been here for a bit. He's got Dylan Amico, Mariela Guzman on the staff, Riley Caton, former player, also plays for the volleyball team here, the team manager. The 1-0 pitch to third. Quint dropped it. Bankston's aboard. And the inning continues. You do not want to see that if you're a Bearcat. Oh, Bankston, uh-oh. Run down. Run down. It should have held up.
And Baruch gets some helps there from Bengtson, trying to get a little too aggressive. And
That's
unfortunately, that's a quick inning.
No errors.
So we're on to the fifth. It's John Jay 3, Baruch 2 from Brooklyn College.
How easy is health insurance with Health First? Absolutely easy with our app. Can you search for a doctor? Absolutely. Can you access your member ID? Absolutely. Download our app today.
Hometown Ticketing makes it fast and easy to buy tickets on your school's website or in the new Hometown Fan app. It's simple. Just search for your school, buy your tickets, and they'll be right there in your account, ready to be scanned when you get to your event. Download the Hometown Fan app today.
I'll give you something, make you shake it, shake it. You better get yourself ready, 'cause I'm about to do my thing. Oh, hey, hey. I've seen it from the van, now we're dancing on the house.
Fifth inning, Baruch, John Jay. Championship Friday. If the score holds up, John Jay becomes the champ. Baruch's going to try and get this win and force another one as this is fouled back and out of play by the leadoff hitter for the inning. This is Osich. She'll be followed by Gallagher. And then the top of the order with Megan Bell.
And contrary to last year's championship, very low-scoring games today so far.
And you got to feel, at least for last year, there was a 3-year gap between championships. 2020 was stopped early. 2021, there were no games. 2022, nerves were high. John Jay, certainly the best team CUNY's had the last couple of years. Think about how solid Hunter was last year. Not as dominant as John Jay was this season. You think of Baruch, not a team that scores a lot, but they've got an ace pitcher. As there's a swing and a miss for strike 2. And you think of John Jay, they were just missing pitching last year. They bring in Santiago. She wins 20 of their 25 games.
That's quite a find, a diamond in the rough, as this is popped into shallow center. Nice play on the run.
That's a nice snag from Fajardo for the first out. Each team left 2 on over the first 4 innings.
Now batting number 15, Caroline Gallagher.
Here comes a Gallagher. Is a hitter this year, 160. Now 4 out of 26 after getting out her first time. They're all singles. He struck out 7 times.
Santiago fits in that first pitch for a strike. Low inside.
1-1. Long run. Over the shoulder. Showless. Show us. 2 down.
Very much like Coach Layton said. Everybody feeds off the top 3, and right now they're feeding off the defense. Shows what a great play in first base in foul territory.
Yet to commit an error in the field, John Jay. 6 flyouts, 3 groundouts, and 4 strikeouts. There's strike 1. Jailene Santiago just threw pitch number 70. This is Megan Bell, 1 for 2. They don't have a hit since the 2nd. And another strike, 1 away from closing the inning.
Does that get into the Baruch cheering quad?
You already know.
Can't say I blame you. I get into that too.
2:15 on a Friday. We're busting moves. Santiago busting strikeouts with her 5th through 5. A 3-2 John Jay lead. They're coming up when we return.
Top of the 5th inning, no runs.
How
no hits, no
easy
errors,
is health
none left
insurance
on
with
base.
Health First? Absolutely easy with our app. Can you search for a doctor? Absolutely. Can you access your member ID? Absolutely. Download our app today.
Hometown Ticketing makes it fast and easy to buy tickets on your school's website or in the new Hometown Fan app. It's simple. Just search for your school, buy your tickets, and they'll be right there in your account, ready to be scanned when you get to your event. Download the Hometown Fan app today.
I'll give you something, make you shake it, shake it. You better get yourself ready, 'cause I'm about to do my thing. Oh, hey, hey. I've seen it from the front, now we're dancing on the house lights. Oh, hey, hey. I'm turning on the dime, now we're flipping on the upside, upside, upside. I'm turning on the dime, now we're flipping on the up.
Bottom of the fifth, Zach Weiss with Derek Sutherland, the CUNYAC 2023 Softball Championship. Bloodhounds up 1. If they're able to get this win, we're done. If Baruch rallies and takes the tub, we got another game for you on this Friday afternoon. Tresh in the number 9 spot, singled, scored her first time. Rather doubled, I should say. Great piece of hitting from her last time.
Yeah, that looper down the right field line. She was hitting the no man's land like couple balls been today. She was able to get 2 out of it.
It's off the glove of Gallagher. Tresh is fast for a catcher. The throw is even faster.
Bang, bang play at first. Thought she might have made it after it went off Gallagher's glove, but great backup at shortstop by Bell to fire on and make that play.
As Prince now steps up. Charles Martinez talking about his favorite moment of the year, he said, for the players. First one over 110 years. They're a solid program. They're the defending champs. Knew they'd have their work cut out for them, but they shut them out for nothing. Not only did they beat them in the regular season for the first time in a decade, but now they also knocked them out of the postseason. As you see again, Tresh just a bit late. They needed a quicker start to beat it out. 1-1 to Prince, who is 0 for 2. Slapper into left, and a base hit.
Another one that just drops in and finds a hole.
And you get something from Gillespie here, based on how Jaileen's been pitching.
Now batting number
A little
16,
early to say it,
Columbia.
but it could be the difference maker when all is said and done. A sac fly and an in the park home run. Gillespie driven in 2 of the Bloodhound 3 runs.
Unfortunately for Gallagher and the Baruch defense, not only do you have to worry about Gillespie's bat, you got to worry about Prince on first, because we know she likes to fly.
16 stolen bases. John Jay utilized the steal a lot in the championship last year. Into center. Prince left a hole. She got a late jump. Gillespie has now had 3 productive at-bats. She's aboard for the second time, and here comes Scholas. Made a great play with the glove to help get out of the 5th.
Number 18, Angelina Scholas.
Gallagher in trouble yet again. Again, the heart of the order that's been pretty effective for John Jay so far.
Gallagher ready to throw pitch number 51. She's kept it low. Don't put a double steal past them in this situation. You don't expect it, a 1-run game with 1 out, but if you want to be really aggressive, we know Prince has some speed, and Gillespie herself is 7 of 8.
Honestly, if there's a time to do it, I wouldn't just be surprised if it's now either. You got the speed of Prince, you got a righty in the box, make it a little tougher to throw to third, and just play follow the leader.
Prince is taking that lead, almost daring a possible throw.
And if you are going to throw behind the runner, you got to be real careful. Make sure you don't overshoot second base.
In that case, you allow an extra base, more to happen on the base pads. Control what you can. You limit errors, make everything happen courtesy of the batter. It's a 2-0 count. Into right. This one might drop. It's fair. I'm going to call it a dead ball. Oh, no, it's a ground roll double. Prince comes across. And the Bloodhounds pad their lead to 2 runs.
We saw a ball just like that benefited Baruch in game 1. except it was bounced over to left field and it got them a run.
Now batting
This one hurts Baruch as just barely stays inside the foul line, bounces past the dugout, and we got some serious trouble here.
It's the 7th Bloodhound hit. This is Jailene Santiago. 9 homers this year. So get a whole team visit. Quinn would likely be the number 2 pitcher should they decide to make any change. You don't expect that's what this is.
I think this is more just settle down Gallagher. She's given up a few hits this inning. Like you said, giving up 7 for the game, which is not bad. She's only given up 4 runs so far. One of them not earned. But this is a dangerous spot. Probably just trying to settle her down, get her back in a rhythm that she had earlier, and try to get out of this sticky situation.
See if they can. You know, Jailene is good for a couple of homers, 9 on the season.
A base hit from Santiago, give her a nice cushion.
Leader in the country from George Fox, Sydney Sandifer hit 16. She's 49th with those 9 home runs.
Gallagher keeping it low to try to make sure Santiago doesn't elevate. Wind blowing in from center field.
Comes the 1-0. Ball 2. Guess who's on deck if you struggle here? Riley Sandell.
You can see here with these first 2 pitches, a concerted effort to keep the ball down. Hopefully Santiago hits it on the ground to somebody.
Yeah, you need this ball to at the least stay in the infield. If it leaves, that's at least a run no matter what. 2-0. That's ball 3. The throw back not in time. Just seeing if they could get Gillespie, the native of Murrieta, California. Aaron Layton, fantastic job this season. 25 and 15, top seed. In control right now, up 2 on. You got your best hitters lurking. She swings at 3-0. The throw is in time, but it's an RBI ground out for Jailene Santiago, and it's now 5-2 John Jay.
And that was it was small, but that was a key play by Bell, because that very easily could have gotten through, gotten to left field, and it could have been 2 runs with a runner on. But also a nice play at first base by Osa to get her foot back on the bag just in time.
We'll see, they're coming out for another visit. This might mean a pitching change. We'll see. Usually you don't see 2 in such short order. And it looks like that is what is happening. And it appears, is that Quint coming back in? And Carly Quint will get back in the circle. Busy day for her. See if she's got what it takes. We will step aside for a moment as Quint goes through her warm-ups. It's 5-2 John Jay from Brooklyn College, CUNY Championship Softball. Carly Quint in the circle. Jordan Schwartz is now in the outfield. Catone moves to the infield, and Gallagher is now out. Quinn had that shutout in game 1. They're down 3. Best you hope is you can give Derek a couple innings for your bats to try and pick it up while Quinn keeps them at bay.
That's going to be very key, because even with Quinn coming in, they're not out of the woods yet. Runner on third, and you can only hope that you can keep them at bay, and then hopefully the bats wake up because they've been asleep since the first inning.
Harley Quint, one of the two captains of the team, somebody that Charles Martinez really likes having around. She's a great leader on the field, a great person off the field, fantastic in the classroom, the pure definition of student athlete. Can she get Sandell? She crushes the first one toward the bullpen foul, 0-1.
See, luckily for Quint, there's at least 2 out. So if she can get Sandell here, she can get her team back in the dugout and try to get them to get this engine started. But it's still a very tough person to get out.
See if engine number 9 can stop number 17.
Oh, you like that? I'm just
That's a good one.
stealing my stuff now. Huh?
I'm not stealing, borrowing.
I have to charge.
You can't charge your partner, man. What is that? How?
Okay, Mr. Krabs.
Talking about get a better reference than that. 1-1 is popped out of play. 1-2.
You like to borrow.
He doesn't borrow. He just doesn't pay back. He takes. That's a thief right there, man. Those prices are fake. That ain't 99 cents on a Wednesday. It's a lie.
Hey, while he may not have been the most truthful, he did teach SpongeBob and Patrick about quote-unquote borrowing.
Well, Quint's trying to teach him about how to get quick outs as she misses for ball 2.
Just misses high.
Big spot for Sandell. Can really put this one out of reach. And you can knock Quint's confidence in the process. The 2-2. Full count. Fajardo waits on deck.
You hear John Jay, the dugout, calling for a walk here.
Will it get to Quint? 3-2. Yep. Throw to third, not in time. Nice dive back from Scholas. Sandell thinking about second. It's a distraction, and it's going to work because you don't want to risk a run coming in. That's brilliant from Riley Sandell, playing some head games with him.
Very heads-up play, and once again, 2 in scoring position for extremely dangerous John Jay offense that we've harped on plenty already, but still may not have harped on them enough.
Yeah, no, not enough. 5 runs on the board, an extra base for Sandell. Here comes Fajardo, 0 for 2, has put both in play. Talk about how John Jay makes great contact. No strikeouts from Baruch pitching. Fajardo into center. Actually, it's more towards short. The catch will be made. Looks like coming on there was Bell, so we're through 5. It's Bloodhounds leading it 5-2.
How easy is health insurance with Health First? Absolutely easy. With our app. Can you search for a doctor? Absolutely. Can you access your member ID? Absolutely. Download our app today. How easy is health insurance with Health First? Absolutely easy. With our app. Can you search for a doctor? Absolutely. Can you access your member ID? Absolutely. Download our app today.
Hometown Ticketing makes it fast and easy to buy tickets on your school's website or in the new Hometown Fan app. It's simple. Just search for your school, buy your tickets, and they'll be right there in your account, ready to be scanned when you get to your event. Download the Hometown Fan app today.
I'll give you something, make you shake it, shake it. You better get yourself ready, 'cause I'm about to do my thing. Oh, hey, hey. I've seen it from the band, now I'm dancing on the half lights. Oh, hey, hey. I'm turning everything down, now I'm flipping on the upside, upside.
It's the 6th inning. Baruch's down 3. Catone, Quint, Petrunti, Derek, if they're going to make a run, it's got to happen now.
You're absolutely right, Zach. The Harley order, this has been their offense most of the season, and took it right back up the middle, but not hard enough. Right back at Santiago, who makes the play.
Jailene. That is the first out of the 6th. Beautiful grab.
Made it look easy, too.
That is Jack White approved. Dolly Parton as well with the original. That one is a bit high for a ball. This is Quint. Did drive in a run in the first. RBI ground out, has walked.
If you want to drive one in now, she's going to have to drive one out.
Just getting on. If they can just get a runner to second, a single, a pass ball, whatever, they just got to get someone on. It's got to be Quinn here. You don't want 2 outs, nobody on. Swing and a miss. Santiago's had the stuff.
You got to try and get Jailene out of a rhythm, but as a lot of people have noticed, it's a lot easier said than done.
Right back to Santiago, 2 outs.
2 plays right back to Santiago, and she made him look easy.
Had a 1-2-3 fifth.
Number 26, Danielle Trinity.
A 1-2-3 fourth. He's now retired. He's continuing to stay hot. I think 11 straight. This is Sandell.
Yet another great defensive play from the shortstop.
3 consecutive perfect innings, 10 straight retired. Bottom of the 6th, John Jay coming up.
How easy is health insurance with Health First? Absolutely easy with our app. Can you search for a doctor? Absolutely. Can you access your member ID? Absolutely. Download our app today.
Hometown Ticketing makes it fast and easy to buy tickets on your school's website or in the new Hometown Fan app. It's simple. Just search for your school, buy your tickets, and they'll be right there in your account, ready to be scanned when you get to your event. Download the Hometown Fan app today.
Just have a couple seconds, take like the first 20 or 30 seconds, call it once it's over, then you just...
I'll give you something, make you shake it, shake it. You better get yourself ready, 'cause I'm about to do my thing. Oh, hey, hey. I've seen it from the van, now I'm dancing on the half price. Oh, hey, hey. I'm turning on the dime, now I'm flipping on the upside, upside, upside. I'm turning on the dime, now I'm flipping on the upside.
All right, folks, you see the graphic here. John Jay, the runner-up last year. These are the recent champs. It was CSI for 7 years. 2020 and 21, hindered by COVID-19. He come out of it. Hunter wins in 22, knocking off John Jay. Bloodhounds are the runner-up in 89, 99, and 22. As a swing and a miss by Sowers. This will be John Jay's 2nd title. It's their 5th appearance in the CUNYAC Softball Championship. In the last 4 years, we've seen soccer win their first 2. We've seen women's basketball make the finals twice. We've seen the men's basketball team be a 1 seed. The women's volleyball team and the men's volleyball team have shown tremendous strides as an entire institution. The rifle team is tops, shown a lot of growth across the athletic department. For softball, if they're able to hold on today and win, it's just the latest in an institution that's trending upwards across the athletic board. 1-1, holds a second, Sowers retired. 1 down.
And John Jay looking for a little insurance to hopefully smell some blood in the water from these hounds.
Number 14, Sydney Bankston.
Here comes Bankston. Reached on an error last time, got a little overzealous, tried to take second base, out in the process. They wanted Quint to quiet the bats for the last 4 outs. He's done it through the first 2. First pitch swinging, Bankston sends it foul. Erin Layton looking for her first title as head coach. Also be a head equipment manager. there's a grounder to first, 2 down. Been excited about this one for a while, really, for the players, for the opportunity to just come out here, try and take it home. 23 years, a long time without a title. Obviously, there's teams that haven't won at all. For Baruch, it's been 11. They're gonna need some real magic if they want a chance today.
All of my professional sports teams know all about long droughts.
Can't relate to that. 3 titles in the last decade. I'm spoiled. But it's all about personal choice. Obviously, for here, John Jay getting this one would certainly be a fantastic way for them to end their 2023 athletics year at their banquet next week. A number of the CUNY banquets coming up. Hunter, Baruch, CUNY itself has one late next week to wrap up what's been another great year for the conference as a whole. On the field, off the field, for the partners, all the achievement in the classroom, on the floor, in the professional world. There's ball 2.
I'm sure Coach Layton would love to add a trophy to manage in her equipment.
And she's gonna walk into the banquet, just rocking that thing. You sleep with it, you travel with it, you eat with it.
Sound like you're talking from experience there, Zach.
Yeah, bring it everywhere. It's nowhere. I leave it home. That's hard-earned hardware. You go through the ringer for that. This is a tough 2 days. They played their last game at 5:45 last night. First game today at 1, obviously for Baruch. Or for Hunter, if they were able to get the win, they had that 5:45 game. Certainly fatigue had to have played some kind of part. It was their 3rd game in a short span.
That's what makes these conference tournaments so tough. Everybody's playing a very tight schedule, and some teams are even tighter than others. They got to contend. Now foul tipped into the glove for strike 3. So Baruch's got to get at least 3 to keep their season alive.
In that inning, no runs, no hits, no errors, none left on base. Bloodhounds still lead 5-2.
How easy is health insurance with Health First? Absolutely easy with our app. Can you search for a doctor? Absolutely. Can you access your member ID? Absolutely. Download our app today.
In game 1 of 2 today.
Hometown Ticketing makes it fast and easy to buy tickets on your school's website or in the new Hometown Fan app. It's simple. Just search for your school, buy your tickets, and they'll be right there in your account, ready to be scanned when you get to your event. Download the Hometown Fan app today.
I'll give you something, make you shake it, shake it. You better get yourself ready, 'cause I'm about to do my thing. Oh, hey, hey. I've seen it from the van, now I'm dancing on the half-lights. Oh, hey, hey. I'm turning on the dime, now I'm flipping on the upside, upside, upside. I'm turning on the dime, now I'm flipping on the upside.
Once there's 2 outs, I'm gonna go get my jacket. All right, it's the top of the 7th. It is do or die time for Baruch. He's Derek Sutherland, Zach Weiss with you from Brooklyn College. It's going to be Fada, Arias, and Campanelli as they try and save the season. Santiago has pitched to Jem, popped up. Foul.
I think the key for Baruch here is going to be being patient, as that one's fouled away. Bunted foul. That's already 2nd strike. Can't really be patient anymore with 2 strikes. Can Fada, but I think it's going to be important to try and run up Santiago's pitch count as much as you can. Maybe attempt to tie her out in the hot sun.
No question about that. It's a good idea for the bunt. Try and catch him off guard. You can't do it with 2 strikes. The pitch to Fada. Into right. 1 away. They're getting a little bit closer.
Sowers makes a routine play, and John Jay can smell blood in the water.
So 1 away. Here comes Arias. 2 hits in game 1, hitless in game 2.
Santiago making it a little tough to be patient. She's down in the zone.
There's a ball. Arias fouls it off, and it's now 1-2. 11 straight retired by Jailene Santiago.
As we said, Santiago really found her groove after struggling with the first 4 batters, allowing 3 hits. She's allowed 1 since and hasn't allowed a hit since the 2nd inning. That one misses outside.
She has just been incredible. That 1 walk in the 3rd to Quint, and that was it. 20 wins, incredible ERA, over 500 as a hitter. Popped up. 1 more out. And John Jay has their first title since the dawn of the century.
I think John Jay can feel it. It's winning time. Time to go get a chip.
The last hope is the catcher, Campanelli.
Now batting number 22, Bridget Campanelli.
Campanelli 0 for 2 with a pair of Ks. They need her on any way she can.
Put this thing in play and go from there. Pitch from Santiago. Strike 1. The 0-1. 1 more strike, and they'll do it. 0-2 is the count here in the 7th inning. 2 are down.
John Jay can feel it coming on.
The 0-2. Foul. Crushed it.
Well struck from Campanelli. Might have actually helped if that was foul because Gillespie's playing the line.
Here comes the 0-2 from Santiago. Into center. And it's caught. That is it. It's been 23 years, but John Jay can celebrate again. The champions of the CUNYAC softball world. Everybody getting in there. A fantastic season. 26 and 15, best offense in the nation.
No runs, no hits,
Celebrate
no errors.
accordingly.
Final score. John Jay Bloodhounds 5.
John Jay got an exceptional start from Jailene Santiago as expected. Went the complete game, only gave up 4 hits the entire game. Only gave up 1 after the first inning. And John Jay, as Jack said, celebrates for the first time since 2000 as the team on top of the CUNY Athletic League.
I don't think they've ever heard "We Are the Champions" sound quite this good. Lyrics are hitting different right now, and for Baruch, still a great season. They made it to the final. It's been 10 years since they've gotten this far. I think Charles Martinez in his first year, this is what you want.
Not a bad season at all for his rookie season. He said he wanted to wait to see how today went to evaluate his first season. But for a first-year head coach to make it all the way to the championship game, and not only that, but give the first seed a run for their money, they did an outstanding job.
They did indeed, so we will now have Erin Layton join us as we go post-game. Talk to her about getting that first title under her watch, the second in the program's history. Much earned. We'll talk to her in just a second. John Jay gets it done. They did the thing.
And we want to give a special thank you to Eric Smiles and the athletic staff here at Brooklyn College.
So join us in just 1 second, folks.
Amazing staff and a great
This is a fantastic year for John Jay. 26 wins. And make sure she shakes hands with Baruch. Great showing of final sportsmanship from Erin Layton. It's a class program, a class season, one of the best offenses in the nation. They got it done, and here she comes. So here she is, Erin Layton, 2023 CUNYAC champions. Heck of a season. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
And you talked to me last night. You were talking about Jilene Santiago, her journey to get here.
Absolutely.
What a way for her in the circle at the plate to help you guys bring home the elusive title.
Yeah, I have to tell you, she kept us in the game today. I was impressed with the way that every kid is nervous at this point, so she came out and did a really good job for us, and she's worked incredibly hard all year, so she deserves every bit of this, as do all of our kids.
And how important was that Malia Gillespie in the park home run after you'd given up 2 in the top of the first, fell behind right out of the gate?
Yeah, it makes it easier when you're getting 1 back, and our message was that we had 7 at-bats, 6 at-bats, and we just kept focused until we were ahead.
And now, obviously, you're going to wait and see who you end up with the NCAA tournament. But how great does it feel now that you've gotten the program's first title in 23 seasons?
You know what? It is fantastic. We have so many people to thank. Our kids have worked so hard. We want to thank our support staff at John Jay. And it's when you do something like this for the first time in 23 years, you enjoy the moment, and I hope that our kids enjoy the success.
A great season indeed, one of the best offenses in all of Division III. She's Erin Layton, John Jay's head coach. They are back on top. Zach Weiss, for my partner, Derek Sutherland, Zach Weiss saying so long, and we will see you again real soon. Thank you.
26, Danielle Petrucci, and number 28, Mia Fada. Head coach of the Bearcats is Charles Martinez. He is assisted by former CUNY great Nicole Flint. One more hand for our runner-ups, the Baruch Bearcats. All right, John Jay, coaches and captains, please come up to see CUNYAC Commissioner Carl Christian with the championship trophy.
Yeah, I'm going to have nothing. Copy that, break them down.
right, coaches, send Tresh back to the line. Or let's keep her out there. Mackenzie, turn back around. Number 2, Mackenzie, Tresh. Number 3, Elika Rodriguez. Number 5, Kayla Sowers. Number 6, Joelle Sanchez. Number 7, Kelly Fajardo. Number 9, Jordan Prince. Number 10, Miranda Perez. 11, Bernadette Kish. Number 12, Emily Spurl. Number 14, Sydney Bankston. 15, Navia Echevarria. Number 16, Malia Gillespie. Number 17, Riley Sandell. Number 18, Angelina Scholas. And before she comes out, we might as well forget the suspense. One for 3 behind the plate today. 7 innings, 2 home runs, 4 hits, 5 Ks on the day. Our MVP of the tournament, number 19, Jamie Santiago. I apologize for that. Head coach, winning her first junior championship, Erin Layton. Assisted by Dylan Amico and Mariela Guzman. As the Bloodhounds win their first championship since the year 2000.
Looking to help her team out here now.
Right back to the pitcher. Santiago muffed it. The throw to first will be there. It's an RBI ground out for Carly Quinn. Help it however you can. Ball 2K23. I think we'd probably bat 570 with her. Deep to right.
Oh, that's overhead.
And it's in play. This could be a 3-bagger. She's on her way to third.
This could be 4.
Oh, she's headed home. There's the throw to the plate.
Not in time. She gets around the tag.
In the park, home run. That is championship level for Gillespie. Here is Tresh. That should be fair. It is. Bankston got a bit of a late jump. Tresh will go to second. BI games. Already driven in one with the in the Parker. Into center, deep. Caught at the warning track. It will get a run, and we are over there. It's 3-2. To short.
The roller is booted.
You don't want to do that. Charles Martinez harping on not making defensive mistakes. Here comes the 0-2. Gallagher. Jailene up the middle. First and second. 2 outs. And here comes last year's team MVP, and this year.
And now they're putting, John Jay's putting a rally together.
Sandell. It's like this one to bring the heat. 0-2. Popped up. Sandell. You know she got it. 2 down.
All of that 5'10" frame.
First pitch swinging twice to short. Oh, look at that.
Stretch and the tag.
Bankston's aboard, and the inning continues. It's off the glove of Gallagher. Tresh is fast for a catcher. The throw is even faster.
Bang.
Slapper into left, and a base hit.
Another one that just drops in and finds a hole.
A lot in the championship last year. Into center. Prince left the holes. You got a late jump. Gillespie has now had 3. Control what you can. You limit errors. Make everything happen courtesy of the batter. It's a 2-0 count. Into right. This one might drop. It's fair. I'm going to call it a dead ball. From Santiago. Into center. And it's caught. That is it. It's been 23 years, but John Jay can celebrate again. The champions of the CUNYAC softball world. Everybody getting in there. A fantastic